You know who I miss? Meet Freddie, Hanny, and True. They were teenage girls that were part of the Dutch resistance during World War II, and they had different roles in the resistance that were pretty incredible. They ranged in age from 14 to 19, and they would do things like sabotage the Nazi plans, like infrastructure for Nazis, like trains and bridges and things like that. But they also helped to get other Jewish children to escape the Holocaust. Like they were really incredible. But what they're known for is tricking Nazis to go into the woods to meet their demise. So they would go into bars and spaces where they knew Nazi soldiers would be hanging out. And then they would say, "Oh, do you want to go on a date with me or take a stroll to the woods?" And then they would lure them out to the woods where they would, again, have their life taken by someone who was waiting, usually with a firearm or other weapon. But they were also not shy to do it themselves. They didn't need somebody waiting out in the woods. They could take care of business on their own. But to me, it kind of raises the question of why were these grown men who were soldiers going off with teenage girls into the woods? I mean, that's a whole other thing. So whatever, had it coming either way. But I do think that this story is interesting, and we should keep things like this in mind because these were teenage girls. They were artists. They were just trying to make sure they had a future. And because of this resistance, they lived well into their 90s. I mean, the last one passed away in 2018. So I'm just putting it out there in a, like, I don't know, encouragement kind of way to know that you have power no matter how young you are or no matter where you come from. If you feel like you have power or if you feel like you don't have power, trust me, you have more power than you know. Okay? So let's just keep that in mind.